the sound. Grab your partner and get down. Everyone knows.
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Brown, the tight ends and tackles coach at Southern University. This is the 14th episode of Trill O-Line Play, where today we're going to be talking about the backside zone cutoff that we use with our tight ends and our offense here at Southern University. So thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to discuss offensive line play with me. All right, so just an overview of in detail of what we're going to be talking about today is the full progression of this block. What do I tell and teach my guys fundamentally to be able to execute this block? And then I'm going to show some cut-ups of this spring of us running this backside cutoff blocking zone, in particular inside zone with the tight end off the football. All right. So the first thing I tell these guys is to take a play side zone step. So we're still going to take a play side zone step no matter where that backside defender that we're blocking for is located. We still want to take that play side zone step. All right, to be ready for games. If somebody slants in our gap or anything, we have to cover our gap because we still know that zone is an area blocking scheme, not a man scheme. All right, the second step is the most critical step when we're talking about the backside zone cutoff. I want that second step to go through the crotch of that defender, because it's going to help me with slants and different type of pressures, as well as put me in position to punch. All right, and speaking of punch, I teach a double under tricep punch when I'm striking that defender. I want my elbows tight. I'm trying to strike with my triceps and use the strength that I have with my triceps, all right, and protect my chest when I come double under and get underneath the pads and lift the defender, all right, and win the leverage on this backside cutoff block. I want to fight to keep my hat play side, all right, because that helps me to prevent that guy from coming back over top. If I have my hat play side, all right, on the backside, where my head goes, that's where my body's going to follow. All right, I want to run my feet on contact. So the biggest thing that we've been growing and learning as tight ends over this summer and early in camp is we do a great job of our first three steps, getting our hat play side, great hand placement, but we have to continue to do a better job. And I do of teaching these guys. It's so important to run on your insteps, drive on your insteps. When you're in contact, you can't wrestle with the defensive line. You guys are about the same size as far as tight ends and defensive ends. And it's important to teach these guys, drive on your insteps, get the leverage and stay low in your pads. All right. And a lot of times with us being a base 11 personnel team, I've seen this play 1,000 times since I've been here. All right, the ball's going to cut back. All right, it usually cuts back in that backside C gap. When you're talking about a base 11 personnel Y-off team, that ball's going to cut back in the C gap. So it's important for us to make sure that we're executing our block to the best of our ability and know the ball is coming back your way. It's not a playoff for the backside tight end. All right. So this is a clip of us in the spring against Grambling of our freshman All-American Ethan Howard doing a zone backside cutoff. All right, so just what we're doing, we're running the ball inside zone to the right. We're responsible for cutting off the most dangerous defender, all right, that shows up in the backside A, B, C, and D gap. All right, but this is in particular, I'm showing you Ethan. So we have two tight ends. So this is a Y wing set. All right, and we have both these guys responsible for backside cutoff here, all right, in the red zone. All right, so Ethan does a great job taking the play side zone step, getting his second step through the crotch, and he's running his feet on contact. All right, he creates a cutback lane for the running back. Great job by Ethan. His hands, he can do a better job of getting his hands inside, but great job. Second step through the crotch, running his feet, hat play side. All right, knowing the ball is going to cut back. All right, this is Travis Tucker. All right, our older guy right here, he does a great job. All right, he does the dirty work for us. Does a great job of tracking up to the second level on the backside, getting his hands on that linebacker, running his feet on contact, getting us into the end zone. Great job by both my tight ends on the backside of zone. All right, here's another clip. All right, now this is an 11 picture. Again, we're running inside zone to the right. So Ethan is responsible for getting the most dangerous backside threat that comes into the C gap. All right, so let's see him work the technique. All right, he does an outstanding job here again, working the technique. Takes a play side zone step, gets his second step through the crotch and running his feet. That ball is going to cut back. He's trying to fight to get his hat play side. All right, and as you can see, the recurring thing, he needs to do a better job of getting his hands inside and being violent with his hands, but everything else he's doing a great job of knowing that ball is going to cut back in that C gap. And as a tight end, I have to understand this is not a playoff. Run my feet on contact so we can get a big chunk of yards. So great job by my tight ends understanding the backside cutoff block for zone. All right. So in conclusion, thank you guys so much for taking just a few minutes out of your day to discuss offensive line play with me, and sharing this wisdom. The nugget of the day: embrace the adversity. All right. It's crazy how sometimes things just pile on, pile on. Something happens. As soon as you get your car fixed, your tire breaks down. As soon as you get your grades up, another thing happens in life. So adversity comes from all different areas, but you need that adversity and you need to embrace the adversity because it's going to make you a stronger male or female. So just embrace the adversity and stay prayerful. Subscribe on the YouTube channel, Trill O Line Play, where every week we're going to be talking about different offensive line fundamental principles. Thank you guys and go Jags.